So first thing we're gonna do with our agent badges is right under the place that says, lower my video a little bit so you can see. All right, so under the part that says see agent, you're gonna write your name. So the best way to do this might be with like a black marker, or it doesn't matter. You can get as creative as you want. You can come up with the fun super agent name too if you want. So I can be like, what's a fun name? Agent Otter, because we're doing C. Yeah. And then next you just have to color it in. So if you have color pencils or markers or colored pens, or really anything that has color, go ahead and color in your badge. Okay, so for this next part, we are going to make a memory verse ocean. So take out this paper or take out your construction paper, green construction paper, green color paper, green origami paper, whatever you got, and take a marker. And I suggest using a marker that's kind of soft at the tip, because if it's too hard, it might ruin the paper. But if you're using construction paper, I guess it doesn't matter. So this is this very fancy IKEA marker I have, and the tip is very soft. And then we can get started. So what you want to do on your paper is you're going to write each word of the verse all the way across your paper. Grass. Wow. Okay, you guys see what I'm doing there? And here's a tip. It's easier if you write with the side of your marker instead of like your point down. Because if you do with the point down, then it's like really skinny and it might tear your paper. But if you do sideways, it'll be a lot smoother. Grass, how, wide, and long, and high, and deep. How many ands are in the sentence? Is the love of Christ. God loved it so much that we can't even think about how wide it is, how long it is, how high it is, and how deep it is. Okay, so here's how we're going to continue with this exercise. Take your construction paper or your blue paper and hold it up the long way. So just you can do it the other way if you want, but this is the way I'm going to do it. And what we're going to do is take your memory verse and you're going to just tear your verse wherever you want to so that they're all different lengths, okay? So for this one, I'm going to cut it at wide, and I'm just going to like rip it with my fingers. I'm not even going to use a scissor. See that? Grasp how wide. And the next one, I'm going to make a little shorter. I'm going to cut it at after long. Oh, I just cut the end. That's weird. And I'm going to put it all the way to one side. And this time, I'm going to cut it after high. Yes, and then you're going to glue it. So you can see, and so this is supposed to be like seaweed, okay? So it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be kind of crooked. If you want to give it more texture, what you can do is you can take your verse and kind of scrunch it up and then open it back up again. And it gives it that kind of more like seaweedy texture. That's not even a word, but I just made it up. So you can like crumple it up.
Wait, can we use the glue that you gave for the other week?
No. No, you are only using the tools for week 1. I would say use a glue stick if you can, but if you are using liquid glue, then put it on a plate or something and dab only a little bit so it doesn't soak all the way through.
You love me, this I know. Take my heart, never let it go. I know I can follow you. Yeah, I know I can follow you. Come on, break it down now. I'm spending time with you. I'm bringing my whole crew. Hands up everywhere, waving in the air like we just don't care. Yeah, I'm giving up control. Hands up, I'm letting go. I want more of you, so let's go deeper.
Okay. So let me see. You're gonna need beads. So there should be a bag of beads in there. You can dump them all out on the table in front of you. So those of you who don't have your materials yet, try to look for these beads. They're called tri-beads. Oh, you can't see that really well. Let's do one where you can see very well. It's called tri-beads because it has just like 3 different points, but regular beads will work just fine. So anything you can get your hands on. Okay. And then try to get a key ring. And then you can get, we put the pipe cleaner in the key ring. Make sure the key ring is in the middle of your pipe cleaner. So your pipe cleaner has 2 even ends like this. Okay. Right now your key ring is moving around, so we don't want that to happen. So take it and twist it around each other just once. Twist it 2 sides. Okay. Just twist it once around like this. That should keep it from moving around too much. You could do it a second time if you want to, but you don't have to. So now my key ring can't move. Now, if you guys got to this part, the next part is you're going to take whatever beads you have. I think you can put maybe like 15 on each side, I'm not sure. So take your beads, put it through the ends of the pipe cleaner. Let's see. Let's see that. And then feed it all the way down to the bottom. And we're gonna do this on both sides of the pipe cleaner stems. And we're gonna try to put equal amounts. So what I said is when you put one bead on one side, put another bead on the other side. So you can keep track of how many you're putting on each side. So if you're using normal, regular, circular, round beads, I forget what they're called. If you use just regular beads, then you probably don't need as many because they'll stack together really fast. But these tri-beads, they're really skinny. You need a lot of beads. But the cool thing about these is what they lock into place. So this last part, so remember how we twisted the wire on the keychain part here in the front? We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take the ends and we're going to twist it real tight to lock the beads in. So twist it once over like this, like you're turning a screw. And then take the top part, so you can and we're going to make a heart. Okay. Take your wire, the heart. So take the ends of your wire and kind of circle around like this. You're gonna take the wire, you're gonna cross it, and you're just gonna weave it around. Okay. So once you're done, you will have like kind of like this weird circle, a little lumpy thing on the top, and then you just pinch it down and make the heart shape. And your heart can look however you want, because it's really not a heart. It's supposed to be a tail. Okay, so that's what it looks like when we're done. And you end up with this fishy. Very nice.